Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're gonna continue trying to not crash and die. We only had 2 crashes yesterday, so I feel like I'm off to a good start. You know, I do really feel like we did good. But I think we need to go on and check out some missions and see what we got for what's on the docket today. Well, looks like we got quite a bit. Also, can we just talk about something? All right, we in Ohio.
Here's all the first flight missions available right now. Take your pick which one you want to tackle next.
All right, thank you, Emiliano. Look at Ohio, just for a second. I want you guys to see, like, the difference in one part of Ohio versus, you know, the eastern part of Ohio. Look at all the brown over here. Look at this. This is all Ohio, right? This is all like nasty northwestern and just western Ohio in general. It's so disgusting. All right? It is. I can't help it. I don't make the rules. But then you got us over here in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. This being the Appalachian Mountains over here. As you guys should be aware. For those of you outside the U.S., you don't understand why the United States has the weather patterns that we do. This nice little north-south mountain range is part of the reason. And then, of course, this gigantic north-south mountain range over here in the western U.S., you know, the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, all of this makes for a nasty mixing zone right in here, right? Like, that's just how the weather works. But anyway, I'm over here. So we're out of Tornado Alley, but we're actually technically on the tail end of, you know, Tornado Alley, most of which southwestern Ohio gets run into, right? And lately, northwestern Ohio have been getting a lot of tornadoes up in here too. But yeah, generally speaking, southwestern Ohio ends up getting some pretty disgusting weather over there by Cincinnati and the surrounding area. But we are not in that area. We're over here in Perry County, Ohio. And look how far away. Like, nobody in Perry County wants to go anywhere. Maybe because we're too poor. Or maybe they've heard of me and they're like, I ain't getting to play with that. Are you crazy? So we got to go a little further out, right? We got to get some flying in. So it looks like we got a mission over here. We are going to be taking Michael and his dad above Lancaster. It's a single star rating, 45 minutes. Seems like the perfect little mission. So yeah, let's view the briefing. Lancaster being one of the nice population centers of central Ohio, it's not a bad little city. It's kind of spread out. It's pretty dense in the middle, and everything around it's okay. But yeah, it's gonna be a sunny trip, so that's very, very nice. Visual flight rules are engaged. That's the VFR, I believe. I'm not a pilot. I mean, I am technically in here, but anyway. Michael Alvarez can't wait to embark with you and show his father the stunning views from above, especially since they're both from Lancaster. Well, isn't that nice? So we will be taking off. We are actually taking off from our home flight and flying to Lancaster. Okay, fair. All right, well, this will be a nice fun trip today. Let's go ahead and accept the mission. What could go wrong? I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong. But welcome, everybody. All right. So, obviously, the client is David Murdoch. He is going to be our flight coordinator. And the operator is, of course, going to be Bremen Flying Club. Oh, we're actually leaving from Bremen. Oh, okay. That's not so bad. I thought we were coming out of Perry County Municipal still. But they want sightseeing quality, flight smoothness, and landing smoothness. Now, we did pull out a pretty smooth landing yesterday, somehow, even though we were coming in real low. Real low, real slow. Like, we were low riding it over the canopy of the trees. But we did pull it off, somehow. But we got a C yesterday. So we're going to try to do better than a C today. So let's do this. But welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. What we got in the chat? We got Tuna, some random, Cheston, MK47, Forsaken, Jacob, Jason, Y-Speed, Reed, Capri, Kiefer, Paul, MC24, Forsaken, World Conquest, Nitro. Good to see you guys. Are we on a grass runway in Bremen? I mean, this doesn't look like Bremen. I'll be real honest. I've never been to the Bremen. I didn't even know there was an airport in Bremen. But I mean, that kind of looks like, you know, where we're at. We're in the Hocking Hills ish. Not really. We're kind of on the outside of the Hocking Hills, in Bremen. But yeah, looks nice. Look at the grass. Look at this. Pretty sick. All right. You guys know the deal. It's time to remove the covers. We don't want that engine covers out. Got to let that engine breathe. Check the oil, because that's the only thing I care about when I check things. Oh, is it good? Looks pretty good to me. We're a little bit low, but hey, as long as it's between the two lines, I guess we're okay. All right. Close it. All right, let's go through. Let's remove our pilot cover. Boop. Let's remove the static port cover. Boop. Don't forget to take the chocks out. Don't want to forget that again. I said chocks. Remove. Thank you. And let's get inside this beautiful plane. I mean, look at the model of these planes. Good God. Like, I love machines, and I love planes, I love ships, I love, like, farm equipment, I love big things and big machines. This is freaking gorgeous, man. You gotta admit that. Like, it is just a good-looking model. And look at the amount of detail. Oof. It is good-looking. It's a good-looking plane. All right, let's go. Enter the cockpit. Initiate, oh, request boarding. I forgot. Don't want to start up procedure.
Send the gas.
Okay, on their way.
Just straight up send the guests. Man bun alert! Man bun alert! You are not the Green Ranger. What is wrong with you? Maybe I'm hauling Zarky. Zarkoon, are you there? Zarky likes to wear a man bun, from what I understand. Or just a top ponytail. I can't remember which one he said. But, yeah, it's good to know. Now you guys know. Also, you'll never be able to think, or, like, watch Zarkoon without thinking about it. You're welcome. All right, let's go. Initiating engine startup.
This may be just another day at the office for you, Captain. But for everyone here, it's a special occasion. On board, you're taking one of our friends, Michael, and his stepfather, for a nice scenic ride over the region. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Let's go, Captain.
All right. Just want to make sure seatbelts are fastened, right? I can't see through the seat to man bun over here. But appreciate you guys joining me. Welcome to Spartan Elite Airlines, home of the bumpiest landings you'll ever feel in your life. we come in hot. But yeah, let's go ahead. Announce our taxi.
1-1 Oscar Alpha Traffic Cessna November 7166 Tree is taxiing to runway 12.
Release the parking brakes. Alright, A should be increase the engine speed.
This is where my dad and mom have been living like forever. So it's very special for us today. I'm Michael, by the way.
Hey there, I'm Chris. It's so great hanging out with you today. By hanging out, I mean flying.
A little bit bumpy. All right, we are holding at the stop, or the hold short, so we're good.
So exciting. A bit
1-1
nervous,
Oscar
too.
Alpha Traffic
I won't
Cessna
lie to you.
November
The guys at
7166
the
Tree
field
taking
said
off
you're a
runway
super
12
pilot.
departure to the west.
We're in your hands now.
All right, we are going to enter the runway. And it looks like we're taking off towards the right. Wait, I thought they said taking. Oh, okay, the right is the west. Gotcha. Never mind. We good. Yo, JK Lol. Thank you so much for the £2. How much money for you to coach me on WoWs? I appreciate the offer, but trust me, A, you don't want me to coach you, and second, yeah, I don't do coaching, my dude. I just make videos that people like to watch. But let's get this party started. Let's get a little bit of speed, pull out onto the runway. All right. Give her all she's got, Captain. Why are we not speeding up? What? This is real bad! Why is it not speeding up? I gotta restart. This is not my fault. It would not speed up. Like, I could not get it to rev higher than where it was at. Like, I was hitting the button to go to speed up, and it just would not speed up. I was like, this is not going to work. The engine speed wouldn't rev. Like, are we sure this is good to go? Like, hello? Like, I felt like I was stuck. Alright, we already checked the oil. Watch, this will be the one time that the oil is a problem. But, yeah, I don't understand why that wouldn't rev. Like, it just flat out would not rev. Alright.
Send the gas.
Okay, on their way.
Yeah, let it crash? Like, well, I've seen the crashes and stuff. I don't want to get in trouble for it. It doesn't show you the crash anyway, unfortunately. But
this may be just another day at the office for you, Captain. But for everyone here,
I don't know why it
it's a
didn't
special
work.
occasion. On board, you're taking one of our friends, Michael, and his stepfather for a nice scenic ride over the region. If the seat belts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
Yeah.
Let's go, Captain.
Thank you. Alright, announce taxi. Release the parking
1-1
brakes.
Oscar Alpha Traffic Cessna November 7166 tree is taxiing to runway 12.
Pull up to the hold short. See, now it's revving.
This is where my dad and mom have been living like forever. So it's very special for us today. I'm Michael, by the way.
Hey there, I'm Chris. It's so great hanging out with you today. By hanging out, I mean flying.
Alright, we are at the hold short. Let's try this again, shall we?
Are we going?
We're going. We are go, no, go for launch. And this time, our RPM sounds much better than the previous one. Okay, airspeed 33 knots, 40, 50, rotate.
It's so satisfying feeling the plane lift off.
That's a tree, man. What is wrong with this thing? This did not struggle this bad
You're
yesterday.
not supposed to land here. This is not the plan.
This thing was not this bad yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Like, it just flat out didn't climb. Like, it's like, I'm barely giving it any sort of, like, stick, and it's just like, no, you can't have that. It just, like, it's stalling out. I don't know, man. I'm very confused. Like, I know I'm not the best pilot, but come on, man.
What's that weird joke? Are we going down?
That's so unfortunate.
Look, son, your mom and I liked coming here when we were young.
Good old times.
Why can't I get this thing to, like, hold an elevation? Like, as soon as I let off the stick, it tries to drop down. Is there any way that I can do, like, flap, or not flaps, but trim? I feel like it automatically trims. So, like, how can I get it to fly level? Like, I shouldn't have to sit here and hold the stick back just to try to, like, maintain some sort of, like, flight path. Like, this is ridiculous.
No fear for heights at all. I feel super safe, like we're in our own little bubble.
Yeah, you should be terrified. Hate to break it to you, but I'm new to this. You are literally my second clients, and also my second time I've killed people this week. Yeah, I literally have to sit here and hold this thing back because it refuses to climb, or it refuses to fly level. Like, as soon as I let it go, it just starts nosing over to go down, and I hate
You
that.
okay?
I don't know why.
Scared?
I'm too excited to be scared.
But yeah, we're just gonna fly to Lancaster here. As you can see, it is gorgeous. I mean, you gotta love like all the green, right? Like you just gotta love it. Now, as we get further north here towards Lancaster, you'll start to see all that green start disappearing. You'll see a few like fields and stuff, but it does start to disappear and start turning a lot less green.
Look at the sky. It's like cloud surfing, literally.
But yeah, I have to sit here and hold the stick back, and I don't like that. Like, I feel like I should be able to, like, have some sort of, like, I don't know. I'm not saying autopilot, but something that allows it to, like, fly level. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what the trim is for, right? Like, am I crazy? I know flaps are for lower speed flight, but trim
Relax, Michael.
is supposed to
You're
allow
working
you to,
this
like,
so hard you're going
trim
to
in
break
the
your
stick a
hand.
little bit, right? Like, am I crazy? I mean, I'm not a pilot, but come on. I feel like that's a thing. And don't use the rudder at all in this thing. Lord have mercy, if I hit the friggin' rudder, it just like jolts the whole back of the aircraft over. Not exactly what I would call smooth.
Definitely a bucket list moment.
Okay, apparently...
Still pretty bumpy.
Stop yelling at me for being bumpy, man. I'm trying to figure out how to get this... Apparently you can't do, like, partial flaps. It's all or nothing. As soon as I hit the button for any sort of flaps, it just immediately...
Awesome. I see the town. Look over there.
It's amazing. I recognize everything down there.
Do you now? Do you recognize everything down there? Oh, God.
That wasn't a bump. Felt like the wing was coming off.
Stay below 87 knots. I mean, I'm trying. But again, airspeed was pretty high coming into this. Plus, then you just decide to drop me out of the sky at the last second. No, like, easing into it or anything.
We're going too fast. I expected flying to be more like meditation.
Dude, like, it's so hard to, like, stay within their flight envelope. So, oh, you gotta slow way down. I'm trying. It's a lot harder than you think.
That's my place. If I were home, I could wave to myself.
It's a
Uh-huh.
bummer. I think I totally missed it.
Call me sentimental, but I'll cherish this memory with you for the
Dude, I am
rest of
trying
my
to be as gentle as I can be. but I feel like I'm gonna get a terrible score.
One Oscar Alpha traffic Cessna November 7166 tree 7 miles northwest, 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 12.
Alright, we're headed back to Bremen apparently.
It's like the world is laid out in front of me.
I don't know, the AI voice acting isn't very good. I'll give it real there. Angry pilots or dead pilots? Hey, I might get angry, but I'm not dead. Okay? Okay? We fine. I'm out here just doing things. Over-rev the engine just a little bit. A little bit of wind beating this. I feel like that's another thing. Like, this thing is so small that the wind just beats the crap out of this. Like that. Did you guys see that jolt? That wasn't me. You gotta admit, though, this game is gorgeous. Like, the fact that they use, like, the satellite imaging and stuff, pretty sick. It's pretty sick.
I have to remind myself to close my mouth. What was that? Are we going down?
No, you're not going down. Relax.
Almost there, guys. So Michael having a good time. Ready for another round?
I had a blast. Even the turbulence was fun. I'll be back.
I'm glad you had fun. What was your favorite part? Mine was the part where we ran into the tree coming off of the takeoff. That was my favorite part. Alright, I feel like we got this. This is a bumpy runway too, so hopefully we can keep her relatively stable here.
500.
Trying to keep her straight. Alright, we're doing good. I feel like this is a much better approach than we had yesterday.
Just like a roller coaster.
We're running out of runway. Why am I not slowing down? What am I supposed to do? This thing has no brakes.
Almost there,
I can't do it any better than that.
Ready for
Like, I legitimately thought I did really well, but it wouldn't slow down. I was holding the button for brakes and nothing happened. Oh, great. Now we get to hear this thing yell at me again. Like, I was holding the brake and nothing happened. I had already turned down the engine speed, so, like, we should have just been able to hold the brakes. Like, I put her down relatively nice, I thought. This is stressful, man. Thought flying was supposed to be peaceful. Also, scraping the trees on the way into the airport seems like a very terrible freaking approach. But what do I know? Alright, we're gonna shut off the engines as we come in for final approach. Apparently I gotta aim for the front of the runway a lot more. We bounced.
Just like a roller coaster.
I'm holding the button! Why are we not slowing down? Alright, we good this time. Dude, I don't know why this thing, like, seems like sometimes the buttons just don't work. Now we gotta turn this thing around. I know I got a lot to do. I entered the taxiway without I did not! Dang it! What do you mean? I hate this game. I hate it. Ooh, you entered the taxiway without an announcement. Bullshit! I haven't even entered the freaking taxiway yet, you big dum-dums. I hate this place. Screw Bremen! Your airport sucks! Good God, man. I hate this place. We made it home. Dude, I'm gonna get docked for everything here. Like, I got screwed.
I'm sure our guests had a thrill over their home region.
Oh, I bet they had a thrill. I was about to lose my goddamn mind. I need to talk to my mechanic, because this freaking plane ain't fit to fly. Sucks. It's like, I hit the brakes, nothing happens. I'm sitting there holding the brake, it ain't slowing down. When I was taking off, it wouldn't speed up. It's just like, nope, sorry. Oh my God, we still gotta see though. Still gotta see. Apparently, landing smoothness was 34. Well, what do you want? You got me dropping in 30 feet above the trees. On a short runway that's made out of freaking the bumpiest surface I've ever seen in my life. Screw this place. Bremen sucks. At least we level up, even being terrible. Feel like I'm in World of Warships all over again.
To be eligible to take your CPL.
I've built up enough flight hours to be eligible to take my CPL. Really? You want me to fly commercially?
To get paid for successful missions.
Yes, because killing 2 people at a time is overrated. Let's kill more. Alright, certification. Commercial pilot's license. Wait, this is rotorcraft. Do we, yeah, as if flying fixed wing isn't hard enough. Let's go ahead and do, let's do rotorcraft too. Why not? Alright, we need 2,500 credits. You'd recommend to train more to have a chance. Trim management. Oh, I mean, that would come in handy. Yeah, that seems like something I would like to have. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta start training. Are we... Oh, I gotta hit the button. Alright.
In this lesson, Let's take a look at the relationship between attitudes and power settings.
Yeah.
Attitude plus power.
I have the
equals
attitude.
performance. We're currently at 5,500 feet in a cruise attitude. The aircraft's nose is positioned under the horizon, and cruise power is at 2,300 RPM.
Uh-huh.
Try to reduce power to 2,000 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Great. You probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up.
Yeah. I did notice
You
that.
can just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control.
You think?
Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push, or pull on the yoke.
Uh-huh.
Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down.
Right.
Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle.
Okay. So, adjusting the trim using right bumper and this.
Try it out. Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,500 feet.
Okay. Got to pull down. Dude, I feel like I can't see anything that tells me where I should be in terms of my flaps. But I feel like I'm at the right one now. Says I'm at trim 18%. Okay, this seems like it's relatively stable. So if I just go back a little bit here, or is it going to stay? No, we're right there.
Keep working on it. You'll get better.
Well, yeah, I trying.
You're not high enough.
Oh, I got to get to... Oh, hold that thought. Okay, so we need to trim down to try to raise the nose.
You're not high enough.
Relax, lady. I'm working on it.
You're not high enough.
Lady, I get it. Relax. I'm climbing. Would you like me to pull it all the way
You
back?
put your plane in a dangerous situation.
Oh, yeah. You're the one yelling at me, lady.
Increase power to 2,300 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Get us back to a cruise attitude. That's okay. Now, adjust the trim. Trim the aircraft to keep working on it. You'll get better. Additional practice will help, don't worry.
Yeah. At least we know how to use the
The way
trim
I was
now.
taught, when you adjust the trim, you make course changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke.
Uh-huh.
Then small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude.
Small adjustments.
If you feel your pitch slipping and need to get back to the proper attitude, don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim. That's the key to straight and level flight.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you tell me why we're drifting right? Dude, I don't understand why this game is so like irritating at times. Like, it just drives you bonkers. Ladies just sitting there yelling at me, climb to 5,500 feet. So I'm like, fuck it. You want me to climb? I'll climb. And then it's like, screw you, you failed. It's like, what is your problem? I'm climbing. It takes a minute. You want me to to stall this thing? You want us to turn into a goddamn rock? Huh? I'll turn us into a rock. Screw this lady. Yelling at me. Attitude. Okay, so altitude is like how high you're flying. Attitude is the angle of attack on the aircraft, right? You've got to get, and what she's talking about with adjusting your trim to have the right attitude, you're trying to set the nose of the plane at the right level for level flight at the right altitude. So it's two different things. But I also don't like the fact that everybody's from Brooklyn or you know, out east when they talk about tree. Runway tree. It's like, no, I see tree. I went tree and we get crashed. All right? That's how this works. All right, screw it. We just gonna go for it. I don't have time to train. We just going in. I don't care. All right, we're going to take off. We're going to do the initial climb. We're going to make a left-hand turn, go downwind into the long final entry, and land at another runway. So this is not a round trip. What could go wrong? All right, we're going to become a commercial pilot today, folks. Just wait to the attitude. Altitude. Alright. Wonder what plane we're going to be in today. Oh, goody. This hunk of junk. Alright, I need to start using a different plane, because this thing sucks. Remove the covers. Oh, we want to check the oil. You know, it's required by me. All right, oil looks good. Beautiful. Remove the pilot cover. Remove the static cover. Static cover. Thank you. Remove the chocks. Beautiful. Get into the aircraft. We're fine. Alright, we're going to start the engine. Some lag going on. Good lord.
Welcome to your CPL check ride, the last stop on your way to become a true professional pilot.
Yeah,
For this check ride, you will complete a cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when you are ready.
Great. We're going to request taxi clearance. We're going to release the parking brake.
Cessna November 7166 tree taxi to and hold short of runway 16 right via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Copy that.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 right via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie Cessna 663.
Holding short.
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna November 7166, tree ready at runway 16 right, departure to the east.
Cessna November 7166 tree, altimeter 29.902 departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right.
See, this guy seems like a nicer person already.
Cleared
Acknowledge.
for takeoff, runway 16 right, Cessna 663.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and taxi out onto the runway. Give her the beans. And rotate. Get up above 1500.
Cessna 66, tree continue for east departure.
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna November 7166, tree continue for east departure.
What is that? Why is it yelling at me? I don't like how much it was yelling at me. Climb to 1900. Okay, we good? Maintain 1900. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating so hard to make this actually work. I am actually trying. I know it sounds like I'm like joking around. I am trying my ass off to do this right. I'm just real bad at it. Oh Jesus.
Cessna 66, tree leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Go ahead and drop down the speed of the engine. I'm gonna go down to like 1700, maybe 1600. Okay, that's a little low. I get a little bit more engine speed. Request
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna November
handoff.
7166, tree frequency change.
Okay. Connect to arrival. Announce full stop landing.
Burbank Tower, Cessna November 7166, tree is tree miles west 1,500 feet with India to land.
If I'm in India, we having a bad day. I've flown a lot further off course than I thought.
Make straight in runway 8 Cessna 66 tree.
Cessna 66 tree, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 258 at 6. Cleared to land runway 8.
Cleared to
Acknowledge.
land runway 8 Cessna 66 tree.
We're actually landing behind another aircraft. This is crazy. Hopefully they'd have a good landing. And hopefully nobody's behind me. I don't think that they're gonna have as much fun if they're behind me. Do we have firemen on standby? I can't see the runway, Captain. I'm using the instruments. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill the engine. Hit the flaps. And slow her down.
Cessna 66 tree, turn next taxiway.
Gotcha.
Cessna 66 tree, contact ground on 12 tree decimal niner.
Acknowledge.
12 tree decimal niner Cessna 66 tree.
Request taxi parking
Burbank Ground,
clearance.
Cessna November 7166 tree taxi to parking.
Well, we didn't
Cessna
crash.
November 7166 tree taxi to General Aviation, parking via taxiway Delta 7.
I didn't.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using taxiway Delta 7 Cessna.
I just got dinged for this. I didn't move. It won't let me. Dude, this has got to be a bug. I'm hitting the button to acknowledge the taxi to parking, and it's not allowing me. And I was sitting at the holdfast where I'm supposed to after I requested clearance. This is not my fault, man. This is so dumb. It ain't working. God! I hate bugs like this. This pisses me off. I was doing so good, man. I did everything right. I got fucked. I hate this game. I'm never playing this game again. I'm done. I am done. I am so pissed. I did do everything right. I've hit the buttons. I've done everything. It won't fucking let me do anything. That's what I'm saying. This is so stupid. So pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. It's just bugged. There's nothing I can do. Literally nothing's fucking working. Fuck this game. I am done. Like, I can't even exit to my fucking Xbox. Like, it's just busted. Oh, now suddenly it fucking works. Thanks. Thanks, game. You stupid. Now I gotta do it all over again. I actually have to do it all over again. I hate this. I hate everything about it. I did everything right. I did every fucking thing right, and the game fucks me out of it. You guys saw what I did. I literally did everything right. Did the landing good. I got down. I took the right taxiway. I stopped at the hold short. I called in everything. You can see the little thing in the top right corner. I'm doing everything correct. I'm pissed. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's one thing if I fuck up, but I didn't fuck up. Like, that pisses me off so much. So much, man. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. I am pissed. Ain't nothing worse than getting fucked over by the bullshit fucking game. Just like this. Won't let me pull the chalk. I've hit the button 6 fucking times. Won't work. Unreal. I'm so upset. Like, I feel like the game can't keep up with what I'm doing. Like, I'm hitting the buttons, I'm doing everything, and then it's just like fucking 30 minutes behind.
For this check ride,
This
you
is
will complete a
infuriating.
cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when you are ready.
I don't have to do it through the thing. I can do it via the little commands. You can see the commands in the top right corner.
Van Nuys Nuys ground, Cessna November 71.
Like, you can see as I'm doing it, like, it turns green. It did it. Everything was right on my end. The game fucked up. That ain't me. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 right via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie Cessna 663.
Alright, let's do this again. If I did it once, I can do it a second time. Right? That's how this works. God dang it, man. I hate that. Ain't nothing worse than getting fucked over by a video game when you're actually doing everything right. Like, I'm fully capable of admitting when I fuck up. But the game fucked me. That is worse than anything. Because I can admit, I suck, right? Like, we can all agree. Like, I am not a pilot. But come on, man. Even I am capable of following basic fucking instructions. Like stopping and waiting. And announcing, requesting clearance for takeoff. Like, I can do all this stuff. That's not hard. Wait for clearance.
Cessna November 7166 tree, altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right.
Acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Cessna 663.
Pull out onto the runway. Keep an eye out for airspeed. 40. 50. Rotate. Climb to 1500. Like I said, I can do basic stuff. I am not an idiot. Like, this game seriously pissed me off. Acknowledge.
Nice Tower, Cessna November 7166 tree, continue for east departure.
I have no idea why I'm getting beeped at. I've done everything on my part. Now we got to make our left turn. Climb to 1900. Like, I'll admit when I screw up, but good God, man. Like, sometimes it's like the game doesn't acknowledge the fact that you're hitting buttons. Oops, a little bit too much rudder. That's on me. Oh, I'm supposed to maintain 1900. Oopsie. Drop our engine speed down a little bit there. Keep it in the green. Come on now. Okay. Entering our final approach for the runway.
Cessna 66 tree, leaving
Nice and
airspace
smooth.
frequency change approved.
All right. Acknowledge handoff.
Nice Tower, Cessna November 7166 tree, frequency change.
Connect to the arrival airport. Announce full stop landing. So you can do all this stuff with like single button presses up in the top right hand corner. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't my fault. I did everything I was supposed to do. The game fucked up. And boy, that pisses me off. Because I thought I did pretty well there. Now I'm going to be terrible, probably. Acknowledge pattern entry.
Runway 8 Cessna 66
Cessna 66 tree, follow the Cessna Skyhawk on final.
Copy.
258 at 6. Cleared to land runway 8.
Gotcha, sir. Acknowledge.
Cleared to land runway 8 Cessna 66
We're going to go ahead and slow her down just a little bit. Get down to about 1,700, maybe 1,600 RPM.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Give us some flaps.
Don't sink.
Keep us pointed at the runway.
Don't 500.
500 feet. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of the rest of the airspeed. Engine cut. On the brakes. On the brakes. Come on now.
Cessna 66 tree, exit runway when able.
They just changed it on me. Did you see him change it on me? It was originally going to be this one.
Contact ground on 12 tree decimal niner.
Okay, there it changed back. Glad that they fixed that.
Going to 12 tree decimal niner
Stop.
Cessna 66
Request taxi.
Burbank ground Cessna November 7
Wait for clearance.
tree request taxi to parking.
Cessna November 7166 tree taxi to General Aviation. Parking using taxiway Bravo.
Copy. See, now it's working. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the fact that it, like, changed on me while I was landing. Doesn't help. Also, look at that fancy thing in the hangar over there. Okay, we have a floater. What's going on over there? What in the world? This might be my best taxi so far. Beautiful. Set the parking brake. Initiate shutdown procedure. Oh my Lanta!
You've performed great today. Keep the same attitude, and I'm sure that you will have great piloting career.
Yeah, I got your attitude for you. We got an A! Let's go! Ah, see, I told you it wasn't me. I didn't do it wrong. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Lord have mercy. I got an A! I'm officially a commercial pilot. Screw you, Microsoft. Fix your shit. Lord have mercy. Alright, I think that at least deserves a little bit of credit, right? Like, that was pretty good. I think I did a good job. I think I did a really good job there. By the way, the Cessna is pretty easy to start up without the auto thing. Yeah, but I don't know any of that. I am not, like, I've never done a flight sim before in my life.
You are able to earn money for completing missions.
I am just a beginner. I like everything to be like told to me up in the top right hand corner, all that stuff. I don't want to be looking around for buttons and switches, and no, I ain't no good at that. Like, Lord have mercy, I can barely keep the plane in the air, let alone doing things this way. But we have officially done things. Oh wait, we get specializations? What do we got over here? Oh, we can do ferry flights now. Look at us. Alright. What missions you got for me? We have our first ferry flight. Alright. What? Why am I suddenly in Europe?
Take the next step. I have a mission lined up for you. Prove you can handle this, and more opportunities will come your way.
Yeah, I don't want to be in Europe. Thank you. Back to Ohio with me. If I wanted to be in Europe, I would have chose a Europe place. Is that the only place we can... Like, these are all first flights, right? Like, that the only place that I could actually... Yeah, all of these are just first flights. Huh. So I guess I have to go all the way across the world to get the first ferry flight? Like, really? Where was it? Like, am I crazy? The Hideaway Hills Resort. Interesting. Yeah, I don't... Why can't they generate a ferry mission close to me? Instead of all these, like, first flights. Here, let me back out. Maybe I can find one a little bit closer. Missions. Yeah, it's not going to generate a ferry mission anywhere near me, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. Well, how am I supposed to get all the way over to Europe? I only have a Cessna. It's not like I can fly over there. Like, go to Madrid, Spain? I don't understand what's going on. Why? It showed me all the way over in Europe that there was a mission for me. We don't have a mission anywhere near me. All we have is first flights. So I guess we take, I mean, these are all so cheap though. Like, they don't earn me any money. Ravenswood. Zanesville, that's not that far away. Caldwell. Buckeye Lake, that could be fun. Circleville. My sister lives in Circleville. Frazeysburg, like, I know all these places, but, like, why... So yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on. But there's a couple of places over here by Circleville that could be fun. Otherwise, we go up to Buckeye Lake, which... I don't know what they're considering Buckeye Lake. I mean, I'm New Lexington, so Buckeye Lake should be, like, right up this way. There's yeah. Oh, I guess they're calling this Buckeye Lake up here. All the way out. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there's Thornville right there. So yeah, this is Buckeye Lake. Makes sense. Let's go to Buckeye Lake then. So are we flying familiar faces to the local club over Buckeye Lake? Or a short ride over Buckeye Lake for Sarah? Both of them are here. Both of them are in the Cessna. Can I change planes? Anything? No, it's not gonna let me. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's do it. Let's do it! Yeah, and I'm in the sky now. Yeah, good luck crossing the Atlantic with a Cessna, indeed. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how that's supposed to work. But, yeah, I guess we just go for it. 73 pounds of fuel to do what we gotta do. Alright. Remove the covers. Check the oil, because, you know. Alright. Appears to be good. Beautiful. Yo, Curve, thank you for the £6, my dude. Or €6.
Any first class flights I can book a seat on?
Every seat is first class with me, brother man. It might be your last, too. Alright. Enter the cockpit. Request boarding.
James, initiate boarding.
See what I mean about how long it, like, how it delays or, like, lags when you do things? Boy, that dude's got a big-ass nose. Like, legitimately. Look at the nose on this guy. Good lord. Alright. Start up.
Feels like the perfect day for a stroll, isn't it? On board, you're taking one of our friends, Sarah, and her father for a nice scenic ride over the region. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Engine started? Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Announce taxi. Release
Kilo
parking
Victor
brake.
Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November 136 Tree Niner is taxiing to runway 9er.
Okay. Get a little
Hi,
bit.
Captain. I'm Sarah. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Hi, I'm Chris, Sarah's dad. I can't believe we'll be up there in a few minutes. Can't wait.
Oh god. This is a long taxiway. It's a long taxiway. Do you get priority boarding? Of course. You guys are always my utmost priority. Okay, we are stopped. Request clearance for takeoff.
Victor Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November 136 Tree Niner taking off runway 9er south departure.
Do I not have to wait for a clearance? Because, like, ain't nobody responded to me. I guess we just go, huh? Oh, this plane does not turn. It doesn't turn. Also, this is the wrong way. Dang it! Ah! Why would it show me to go... Okay, apparently I need to turn right. I didn't see that. This is why ATC is important. Like, I requested everything. Dadgummit. Alright. Remove. I'm not worried about checking the thing. Remove. Boop. Remove. Boop. Remove the chocks. Boop. Complimentary parachutes? No. That is optional. Optional extra.
James, initiate boarding.
Well noted.
Dude, that is so annoying. Like, I don't know why. It looked like we had to turn left onto the runway.
Feels like the perfect day for a stroll, isn't it? On board, you're taking one of our friends, Sarah, and her father for a nice scenic ride over the region.
Yep.
Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Engine started? Let's go.
Yep.
Kilo Victor Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November 136 Tree Niner is taxiing to runway 9er.
Hi, Captain. I'm Sarah. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Hi, I'm Chris, Sarah's dad. I can't believe we'll be up there in a few minutes. Can't wait.
Dude, this plane does not turn. Taxi speeding? I didn't know that was a thing. Probably ought to slow down then. Okay, so we need to turn right. Announce takeoff.
Kilo Victor Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November 136 Tree Niner taking off runway 9er departure to the south.
To the south. All right. 30. 40. 50. And rotate. A little bit squeaky there.
Wow, we're flying.
Yeah, how about that? We're in a plane. What do you expect? Climb to 1500. Well, it says 1400, I guess. Alright, now we're off to the left. Continue climbing.
The look on everyone's faces when they see the pics on my socials.
Our goal is to get better than a C for this
What's
one.
that weird jolt? Are we going down?
A little bit squirrely there.
Dad, I'm sure we'll see places you know. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, would be quite a flight.
Trying to be smooth, but pull back on engine speed a little bit.
You must feel like the queen of the world when you fly over our beautiful region at sunset. Definitely need to try that someday.
Well, we can make that happen for you if we get back to the airport in one piece, that is. A lot of farm fields down there. A lot of farm fields. A little bit of turbulence too.
Do you remember the big family party Grandpa organized? I think it was right here.
Of course I remember.
Alright, we're gonna fast forward to the flight scene. I don't think it matters which way we go. We definitely got to slow her down a little bit. Beautiful Buckeye Lake underneath us.
The view from up here is amazing.
I leave the cockpit for a second and freak out. Why are we flying so slow?
But we're too low for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got to get used to like how much engine speed relates to like airspeed, because I feel like I lower the engine speed to slow down the aircraft, and then it ends up just slowing all the way down, and then I can't maintain altitude. Then I go into a stall. Like, it's just, it's a whole thing. Alright, let's connect to the arrival airport. Announce our position.
Kilo Victor Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November 1 tree 6 tree 9er 5 miles south 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 9er.
I don't know if the wind is higher in this particular one or what, but kind of crazy. Oh, I'm definitely getting blown around by the wind, like 100%. All right, we should be getting into pattern entry. Keep around 1900 for 80 and cruise 2200.
Even the light seems
Welcome
different
back,
here.
aviators. Are you okay, Sarah? Ready to give it a go again?
So cool. Thanks.
Great time from start to finish. Thanks, Captain.
Glad you guys had fun. You guys, as long as the landing goes well, this could be the first official flight without a crash, other than our training flight or our certification flights. Does that mean I'm getting better at this? Boy, the approach to this airport is something else. I wish I knew there was a button for like engine cut off, you know what I mean? So like when I come in for final approach, or as I hit the runway, I could just immediately cut the engines. But then again, we use the engines to taxi, so I guess maybe that probably isn't the best play. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slow her down a little bit.
What's with the turbulence? Should I be worried?
What turbulence? You're fine. Just making a hard right turn. This is a funky freaking pattern.
That wasn't a bump. Felt like the wing was coming off.
Relax, lady. Everything is under control. This is a long final approach, man. Gotta do like a whole, like, helical circles, and it's crazy. I think she gets upset anytime we go 90 degrees horizontal. Like, I'd be having a blast doing that. That sounds like fun. So they take us sideways. Can we do a loop-de-loop next? Alright, here we go. They must have had some... the only thing I can figure is they had somebody else landing, so they had us go on a big loop-de-loop.
Having a rough time here.
From what, lady? I'm being as smooth as I can be. Relax.
500.
Dude, this traffic pattern is insane. I feel like the freaking approach has been...
Kilo Victor Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November
the
136
fuck,
Tree
man?
Liners on final runway 9er to
What kind
land.
of fucked up runway is this? Give me flaps. Oh, fuck. Not the smoothest landing you've ever had.
That was rough.
Hey, any landing you walk away from is a good one. I've heard that somewhere. Not saying we're walking away from this one just yet. Oh, God.
Kilo Victor Tango Alpha Traffic Cessna November 136 Tree Niners taxiing to parking.
Yeah. Let me just do a donut on the runway real quick. Or on the taxiway. We're good. Not my best landing, but definitely not my worst. Don't ever dive at the runway. Well, it wasn't my plan to dive at the runway, but the freaking approach for this airport sucks. Also, it's like the longest taxiway ever.
Missed a chance to show these people a different side of their own region, huh? We can do better. I'm sure of it.
Why, it's not letting me do the thing. There it goes. Shut down procedure. I think I did okay. But, yeah, that like, ending was rough. We got a D. Flight smoothness sucked. Again, like, you can't blame me. Like, what am I supposed to do for those hard turns like that? Like, I have to bank the aircraft to fly into that pattern. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to use the rudder? Because the rudder on this thing, like, literally kicks the entire aircraft over like a crazy person. I guess I technically got a C. Technically. Oh yeah, we definitely dominated for sure. Dang, we got paid $26,000 for that, and my employer took $25,000 of it. And we got a bad weather bonus. We didn't skip anything. Well, that's not true. We did skip to the flight scene. We lost reputation? Ouch. Still gained a level. We're now level 5.
You've made good progress so far. I think you will need a space of your own. You can take this desk. It's been empty for a while.
Thank you. I officially have a desk. Alright. Do we have a ferry mission anywhere near me? New specialization of flight seeing. I don't know why they won't show me any missions near me that are of what I'm looking for. Let's go back to headquarters and see what we got to do here. Like, we have specializations. I would love to have a different aircraft. Like this one. But they won't show me anything, like, other than the first flights. Like, everything around me is first flight. This is the only thing... This ferry flight's all the way on the other side of the planet. Oh my god, this has another freaking crazy entry. Alright. Well, I guess we'll get to fly over some new area instead of flying over where I'm from. Yeah, I was gonna say, the rudder, when I'm on controller, like, the rudder is so sensitive. Alright. So we have a mechanic is our client, and we are returning a 172 Skyhawk to home base. And we had to fly all the way to Europe to do this. Because apparently they don't have pilots over there. Imagine flying a pilot from Ohio all the way over to Europe just to fly a Skyhawk a couple of miles back to base. Another grass runway too. All right, well, since this is a mechanic, I better check the oil. Okay, it looks okay. Wonder if it's ever not okay. You imagine, like, looking at the one time I refuse to look at it, it'll be crazy. You watch. The one time I don't look will be the one time that it, like, screws me over. There we go. Startup procedure. Dude, it lags so much.
Hello, it's Julia Reichert. Thanks for accepting the job.
Yeah.
I'm your contact here. Today's lucky bird heading to Numijin is this charming little 172 Skyhawk.
Numijin
The owner's
John?
aircraft was in for
Numijin Don?
maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back. He is already waiting for it. His name's Mr. Michael Klimek.
Alright.
Now give this beautiful bird the VIP treatment it deserves. Take care.
Yep.
Echo Delta Romeo Mike traffic Cessna Delta. 5 Foxtrot Sierra Mike is taxiing to runway 36.
Announce. Okay, apparently we have nothing. Yeah, I think I like the inside view better. I feel like I'm a little bit more in control when I'm inside it. I don't know. I can be a little bit smoother with it. Alright, we're going to try to use the rudder here and see how much that affects our ability to turn. You still have to turn a lot. Like, it's crazy. Like, look at that turn. Like, how are you supposed to do that turn any other way than turn the aircraft on its side and pull up? Like, I don't understand how they expect you to make that turn otherwise. Also, there's nobody in this aircraft with me, so there better not be anybody complaining about flight smoothness. It should just be a simple get me from point A to point B. In one piece, preferably. But it is beautiful, man. Look at the freaking mountains, the river going through it. Like, this is gorgeous. Anyone out there from Numijin or Numijin Dron, however you pronounce it? It's kind of crazy. It's very pretty, though. You gotta admit that. City along the rivers, in the mountains. I feel like the camera gets a little bit wonky when you're in that mode. Like, it's very sensitive. Do I have any missions in Australia? Not currently that I'm aware of. This one just happened to pop up across the world, so, like, kind of crazy. About 5.3 nautical miles out. Contract arrival airport.
Echo Delta Romeo Delta traffic Cessna Delta. 5 Foxtrot Sierra Mike 5 miles northeast, 2,500 feet inbound to land runway 27.
Follow traffic pattern, I guess. I don't know where the traffic pattern is. Or just go towards this beacon, I guess. Look at the windmills over there, though. I didn't even notice that until just now. They don't look like they're working much. Alright, let's go ahead and slow her down a little bit. I'm so confused. Which one am I supposed to follow?
500.
I think it's that one. That looks like a runway to me. Alright. Give me some flaps. Slow down, for God's sakes, man. We're gonna run off the freaking runway. Dude, this game is so infuriating. Really? I can't land here. Sure looks like I can land here, sunshine. Dude, it wouldn't let me. There was nothing there to tell me, like, that I had to talk to the ATC or anything. It just said, go for it. Like, I was, like, trying to figure out where I was supposed to go. There was nothing. It was just, like, good luck. You're flying blind. And then it said I entered the taxiway. Now it's saying that I gotta go to the parking stand. Heck, it isn't even a runway where it, like, has anything marked. There's no lights. There's no, like, runway markers. It's just straight up a field. Also, what is this over here in front of us?
I'm sure the trip had its challenges, but I hope my plane didn't take too much of a beating.
Your
Thanks for your
plane
hard
didn't
work.
take a beating. I did everything I needed to do. I don't understand some of the, like, I don't know, some of the getting into the airports are so, like, crazy. I mean, I had a 58% landing smoothness. I think that's one of my best so far. Respect the condition of the aircraft. I thought I did that. I got in trouble for taxi speeding because I landed apparently on the taxiway. But there's no, like, there's nothing there to, like, show anything. So I don't know. And obviously I didn't talk to the ATC, but I didn't see where it said to talk to the ATC. Maybe I'm wrong. We did make 1,000 credits, though. And we earned a little bit of reputation. So not too bad. And we're officially a level 7. Okay. Also, I just want to point out, this uses live weather, I think, right? So, like, if we were to zoom in, does it show? Okay, it's not going to show the weather for some reason. Well, I don't want to be over here. Like, it's gorgeous over here, but I would rather go home. Oh, now we got ferry missions all over the place. Okay, so what I think it is, I think you have to, like, pass, like, the specific type of mission, and then you can do the missions near where you're from or whatever. Okay, interesting. Well, we apparently have a ferry mission here. Let me look at missions. So yeah, Mrs. Williamson needs her aircraft moved to Liberty. 2,780 credits though, like that's damn near double what we've been getting. Yeah, I mean 2890 there. Booked a flight to Perry County. I mean, that's 2,890 credits. All right, we're going to do this one, and then this will probably be the end of the... Yeah, that's what I said. I must have missed the prompt, because I always try to look in the top right, but I didn't see it. Mr. McLean, an aviation aficionado, well known in the area, wants to get his recently serviced plane flown back quickly to Perry. Careful, this client is very picky about his bird. Make sure your landing is spot on. He might be on site when you arrive. Oh, fantastic. It's one of those guys. Alright, so apparently we gotta land perfectly. But if we're landing into Perry County, then I can land relatively well. Also, I like the colors. It's a more colorful plane. Alright. So there shouldn't be anybody on board. It's just me ferrying his plane back to Perry County, apparently. Horizon Airlines Cargo. Interesting. Looks like we might be in for some weather here. I'll be real honest. It is kind of what it looks like outside right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's been pretty dreary the last couple of days. Very windy, too. Let's check his oil. I want to make sure that we got... Oil quality, or quantity is new. How is oil quantity new? Oil quality could be new. Alright, here we go. Startup procedure.
Appreciate your help today, Cap. It's Jessica here. This newly upgraded 172 Skyhawk needs to get to Lima Allen County. This aircraft's just been repaired and the owner needs it flown back to a field near his place. Mr. McLean, the owner, is expecting you at the destination on time. Safe flying, Captain.
Yep.
9er Oscar Alpha 5 traffic Cessna November 50735 is taxiing to runway 1.
Okay. Announce takeoff.
9er Oscar Alpha 5 traffic Cessna November 50735 taking off runway 1 departure to the west.
This is a skinny runway. Alright. All the throttle. Rotate. Climb to 1400. Wait, I was supposed to turn the other direction. Whoopsie! Alright, let's throttle back just a hair. I know when we come out of the airport I'm supposed to make left turns, but I forgot there. Because the thing popped up on my right, so I just immediately turned right. Didn't think about it. Looks like we got a little bit of rain. Could make for a interesting landing. You know, for somebody who cares so much about his aircraft, you would think he would, you know, pick a better day to move his aircraft. That's what I'm saying. Oh, we're going 80 nautical miles? That's a long trip. Dude, we're actually flying in the cloud layer right now. Maybe get it a little low. A little lower here. Try to stay below it if we can. Also, let's dial back the engine RPMs just a little bit. Don't want to over rev my engine. Got a long trip. Gonna be a shaky ride. How much fuel do we got? We got 40% of our fuel. Is that enough to go 80 miles? Yeah, the purple, I think you're right. I think the purple line on the flight compass, or on the compass, is my flight path. You're not wrong. I need to pay more attention to that. There's so much stuff to pay attention to, man. I'm looking at my instruments. I'm looking at my engine speed, my, you know, all the little things in the bottom to let me know what my trim and altitude and fuel and angle of attack and airspeed. And there's so much stuff to pay attention to. My 2 brain cells can't keep up. Okay, seems to have smoothed out a little bit. It is pretty peaceful up here. Despite it being kind of gloomy. Alright, I think we're going to skip ahead. That's a long flight. That is a long flight. Announce.
Kilo Alpha Oscar Hotel traffic Cessna November 50735 1 mile south 2,400 feet inbound to land runway 28.
So what speed should I be aiming for when it comes to trying to, like, land? I'm thinking, like, 70, right? Like, because I feel like 80's too fast. And anything less than 70 feels sketchy as hell to come in on. What up, Loops? Remember, the owner of this aircraft is going to be waiting for us on the airport, so we want to do this right. Trying to follow the traffic pattern, but I did end up a little low. I don't know if I actually have to fly through the gates. Or, like, fly through these little markers. I always get super, like, super nervous when it comes to the landings.
Kilo Alpha Oscar Hotel traffic Cessna November 50735 is on final runway 28 to land.
Come on. See, I feel like it tells you the first place from where you actually, like, touch down. But I feel like because this is the place that I'm able to, like, it should change, right? I didn't exit the taxiway. I just got onto the taxiway. Whatever. This game is goofy. Like, there was no way in hell that I was going to be able to turn onto that first taxiway. I feel like that was an okay landing, but again, like, I don't know why it always tries to get you to take the very first taxiway. It's like, man, I don't think you understand how this works. You realize I gotta stop, right? Like, I've gotta actually slow this thing down. I can't just whip the thing into the freaking taxiway.
I know repositioning flights are not always easy missions, but you did a solid job, and I appreciate it.
Appreciate that. I feel like I did okay in this one. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do feel like I did a much better job. Alright. Are we getting an A? That's right at the BA mark. There's the A. Let's go. And again, I probably would have had an S if it wasn't for the very ending where it tried to get me to turn onto the very first taxiway. I wasn't even slowed down enough to be able to take that. So that's dumb. I think they need to fix that. Because then I get in trouble. Because there's no way I would have been able to stop. Like, I was on the brakes the whole time. I only made 680 credits for that freaking flight. Dude, we just flew 80 nautical miles. In bad weather. What happened to the fact that I was supposed to make, like, freaking, what was it, 2,800 or something like that? I feel like I just got ripped off. Yeah, hard left at 80 miles an hour. Roll the plane over on the runway. But, I feel like I did okay there. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like I did a good job. We got cargo missions now. I want to do a cargo mission. I was gonna call it a day, but I kind of want to do a cargo mission now. Oh, we don't have it unlocked. Never mind. Oh, we can do skydive aviation. Wait, I get to have people jump out of my plane? Ooh, that could be fun. That could be fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's probably the safest thing you can do if I'm flying you is wear a parachute and jump out. See, I don't know why they always do that. Like, why do I have to go all the way over there to do my first skydiving mission? But either way, I think that's where we're going to end at. Today was a pretty good one. That was 2 hours today. I know you did an hour yesterday. But let me know if you guys do enjoy this. I am, like, other than getting frustrated at some of the bugs that we've run into so far, I feel like I'm doing okay for somebody who's never flown, like, legit, like, simulators before. But, yeah, I want to know what you guys think. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.